Good morning everyone, this is BremSter and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by Derektionary called Binary Thermos. This is another one in Derektionary's variant Thermo series where it's thermos with a twist or a bend but an extra constraint on top. This series has been fun so far, but yeah, this looks like a really tricky grid, and there's going to be math involved, so we'll see how I go. I do wish to welcome a new Patreon supporter, so thank you Jadawa for jumping in. Hopefully it's been to nominate some puzzles for the 2022 or Best of 2022 series, so that every viewer of mine can vote on those puzzles. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm hoping to have that poll put together by probably around the 9th of December, and then I'll let it run through to just after Christmas. So we'll see how that all goes. On the note of viewers, please, if you're not a subscriber, please do. YouTube is always keen to sort of get that extra attention on itself, and that will cause my videos to be promoted more, which will cause more growth and everything. And I put a lot of work into this, and I've other people are helping me more and more, and the community, it was very, very clear over the last week how much the community has come together to support me in times that have been really hard for me. And I just want the amount of effort that not just myself but everyone else is putting in to come together. I've recently had to cut back my hours at work a little, and I'm not sure if that's going to cause some financial difficulty. So I mean, my channel doesn't earn a lot of money, but every little bit is helping at the moment. So thanks everyone. Anyway, Binary Thermos by Derektionary. So how does this work? Normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We've got thermos. Along thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this digit. And then we've got a variant. Digits along the thermos must add to a power of 2. So these thermos will either add to, well, they couldn't add to 2 because unless they were just a circle. They will add to either 4, 8, 16 or 32, because the next one is 64, and if you add all the digits from 1 to 9 you get to 45, which is lower than 64. So all of these thermos will add to either 4, 8, 16 or 32. That's what we've got. No idea how to make this one work. Let's give this a shot. So basically they work as killer cages where the digits will be placed in a particular order. So I really should be addressing this kind of like a killer puzzle. So this thermo cage is going to be either a 16 or a 32. If it's a 16, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. If it's a 32, these 4 would have to sum to 13. I'm going to need my killer calculator. I just am. And if they were summing to 13 in 4, they've definitely got a 1 in them. So 1 is in one of those, which has just told me that I can't put 1 partway along a thermo. Yeehaw. Okay, can I use thermo logic here anyway? Like 1 is in one of those. 1 is in one of those. Maybe like 9s. Like this can't be a 4 or an 8. So this is also a 16 or a 32. 16 in 4 is doable. 32 in 4 is not. So this is a 16. This is absolutely a 16. So any 4-cell thermo, of which I've got 1, is a 16. So let's grab the options for 16 in 4. And I'm going to put them on my tracker. So there we go. So this is either going to be a 1 or a 2, which is the lowest digit you can have on the thermo. But after that, it gets wider. So this could be a 2, a 3, or a 4. The next one can go up to a 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can it be a 3? No, it can't be a 3. It's a 4, 5, 6. Because the options, 1, 2, 4, 9, 1, 2, 5, 8. So you are actually limited, but this can be anything from 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is a little bit limited. Now, if this was 1, 2, this would be 4, 9. But I don't know how to start this puzzle. Because even if this is 32, 32 in 5. Now, this is where things get tricky for me because I am terrible at this sort of math. 32 in 5 starts with 2, 3, or 4, but I don't know this is a... So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's not... Because 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's eliminated 5 from that cell. But this could only be 6 or 9. Because if this is a 16, we know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. But if it's 32, these options are also quite limited because it can only be... And let me grab it so I'm not going to accidentally overtype everything, because if people who've looked at my tracking sheet will know that it's basically just a spreadsheet. So 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this would either be 5 or 6. This would be 6 or 7. This would be 8 and this would be 9. So these are actually... So one can only be... Well, one could always only be in one of those two. And 2 can only be in one of those two. But I don't know that this is a 1-2 pair. I could do 1, 2 here. This could be 2 and 1. And if this is 2 and 1, this would have to be part of an 8. So it'd be 1, 2, 5. This is a 16. So these 5 cells sum to 45 minus 16. 29. 29. So if this is an 8, these sum to 21, which can't be. So this is another 16. This is 16 in 3. So 16 and 16 is 32, and those sum to 13. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 1, 3 in the corner, because these two cells... might try and do it this way. Let's try this. Does this work? Those sum to 13. And this is another 16 cage. If I only did puzzles that I would be phenomenally good at, this would be a terrible channel. I mean, it might be a terrible channel anyway. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So this is 16 in 3. There's a lot of options for 16 in 3. But 13 is more restricted. Sorry. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4, 5, 6, or 7. And this is only 7, 8, or 9. But this has to sum to 13. So if this is 9, 4... is this where you just turn around and say... Like, does that blow... I don't... Does 9... no, I don't want to just case that. Like, I could start figuring out what the options were by saying, if this is this, then, you know, what are the different options? Like, if this is 4, 5, 7, does that... Well, hang on, 4, 5, 7 might blow that away, because I couldn't use 9, 4, I couldn't use 8, 5, I couldn't use 6, 7. So this can't be a 4. Which in this 3 cell 16 takes away 4, 5, 7, but that's not huge. If this is 4, this is 3, and this is 2. But if this is 4, 3, and 2, no, that's not true at all. It could be 4, 2, and 1. And that would still leave 8, 5 for there. I don't know how to do this. So this, I wonder if it's the sum of these. So this sums to a minimum of 10 if the, hang on, if this is 16. So this couldn't sum to 10. This have to be more than 10. Because if that was 4, 6, then I'd have no way to get another 6 there. So this is more than 10. This can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't put 6. If I put 6 in, oh, it can be 6, 7, 8, 9 if this is 1. No, this can't be 1. How did I put 1 there? I don't know why I put 1 there. So, hang on, 30. No, I don't know. It can be because this can be 16. What I did is I brought up the options for 32, but I didn't bring up the options for 16, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Which I can't disprove. If this is 16, this is 16, and this is 16, this is 13. So I've got this at 45. But if this is 16, this is 45 minus 16 is 29. Which kind of works because this could be a high digit contributing to the 13. Because if this was 29, this would be a high digit and these would all be high. But what could this be? Well, this could be another 32 possibly. Hang on, no, I can't do 32. The maximum this could be is 16. So how high can this be? If this is 29 in 4, I have no idea. The minimum this could be is 5. But on a 16 in 3, I can't start in a 5. Because 5, 6, and 7 is 18. And I can't get to 32 in 3 cells. Which means that these... Hang on, which means that those can't be 29. Because then I could never get this to work. So if these can't be 29, this can't be 16. Which means this is a 9. Because this is actually the 32. This is an 8. And these are, this is 2, 3, or 4. This is 5 or 6. And this is 6 or 7. But this 8, 9 takes 8, 9 out of there. So this now has a maximum of 6 and 7 on this 4-cell 16 cage. So anything with an 8 or a 9 in it goes away. Now, it's not many of them. But it does eliminate... That's still 2, 3, or 4. This is still 4, 5, or 6. Damn it. But I have to put an 8 or 9 in here now because I've got nowhere else to put them. So this is either 4, 9 or 5, 8. Now, if this is 4, 9, this is the only place for 5, 8. I know 5 could go there and 8 could go there. This now has a maximum of 7. No, there's a 6, 7 pair there. There's no 6 here. So there's no 6 in the third slot. So this has a maximum of 5. So if this has a maximum of 5 in 3, it can't be a 16. This is an 8. So the only ways to make 8, well, it has to be a 1 here. So there's no 1 here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5 is too high. So it's 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4, which gives me a 4, 5 pair, a 2, 3 pair, and a 6, 7 pair. Hang on, is that the only place for 1 in this box? It is. That's where the 1 goes. So this 4 cell 16 starts with a 1. So it's 1, there's no longer a 2 here because it has to be 1, 3, 5, 7 or 1, 3, 5, 6. Either way, that's the 5. So this is a 4. So this is now a 3. So this is a 2. So this is either 1, 3, 5, 7 or 1, 4, 5, 6, which gives me, well, there's no 5 in here, so there's no 8 in here. This is a 4, 9. There's no 4 here, there's no 9 here. The only place for 8 in this box, well, actually, this is a 6, 7 pair, so this is an 8. 2 and 8, this now has to be 6 to make the 16. This becomes the 7. So 1, 5, and 7, I just did this. This is the 3. And this is the 4, 9 to get to the 13. That's really cool. And this can't be 4. Or could it? I'll get back to that. This is 5. This is 6. So these were summing to 32. So I've got 17, 23, 28. So that has to be a 4, which makes that the 9 and that the 4. So that got there in a much better way. 1, 2, 3, and 7 go in here. Well, that can't be a 7 because 7, 8, and 9 is not a valid total. Now, I can't get, this can't be an 8 total, so it has to be a 16 because I can't get to 32. So I've already got 9, so these have to sum to 7. My math is terrible. 1 and 6, 2 and 5, or 3 and 4. Okay, there's no 1 in any of those, so that's not a 6. There's no 3 in any of those. Now maybe it's this, because 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, but these, well, they can't have a 3 in them. And these need to sum to 4, can't do it. 8, sure. 16, no, maximum is 13. So these have to sum to 8. So I can't do 7, 1, so there's no 7 on it. Can't do 5 and 3, there's no 5. This is a 2, 6. There's no 2, 6 here. This makes this the 3. There is no 3 here. The 2 makes that the 7, which makes this the 5. 3 and 9 is 12. To get to 16, I need another 4. There is no 7 in here. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Very cool. Very tricky. Not exactly my strength, and I fully acknowledge that. But if I only did puzzles that were my strength, I would never get stronger in anything. Okay, now, where do we go from here? Because the information now seems to be getting a lot more Spartan. So there's 2 3-length thermos here. So this can't be an 8 thermo because that can't be a 1. So it has to be a 16 because it can't be a 32 because I can never do another 32. So 4s, 8s, 16s, or 4s, 8s, or 16s is all I'm thinking about. Now this can't be an 8 because I can't start with a 1, so it's a 16. So I'm looking again at 16 in 3. So let's grab another 16 in 3 so I can eliminate options. I'm going to get rid of all of the ones that I've done. Okay. So 16 in 3. It can't start with a 1 because this can't be a 1. So any 16 in 3 that starts with a 1, I'm going to remove as an option. Can't start with a 3 because I can't put a 3 here. So they disappear as options. So it can't end with an 8. So 2, 6, 8 disappears. So I'm left with 2, 5, 9 or 4, 5, 7. So it's 2 or 4. 5 with 7 or 9. That's actually pretty cool. Now, this, however, could be an 8. Now, I know there's a 5 up here somewhere. 5 here, I don't think works. Because if this was an 8, this would have to be 5-3, which is backwards on the Thermo. And if it's 16, it's 5-11. So that's not the 5. So it's probably this Thermo, which that one could be an 8. Can I eliminate 8 from this? So the only ways to do 8 are 1, 2. So this would be a 1. This would be a 2 because it can't be a 3. And this would be, I can't be an 8 because it'd have to be 1, 2, 5 because I can't do 1, 3, 4 because there's a 3 there and 1, 2, 5 doesn't work because of that 5. So this is a 16. So let's grab yet another 16. And I've done something terribly wrong. This is why I loved Sven's built-in killer calculator tool. But of course, it doesn't work for this, which is perfectly acceptable. So this is a 16. Now, it can't end in a 5, which doesn't help me, but it can't have 5 as a middle digit either. So that gets rid of a couple of options. So it either starts with 1, 2, or 3. Okay, well, that's fine. Middle digit is 4, 6, or 7. And it can't be 4. So middle digit as a 4 disappears. That gets rid of one option. So we've got 169, which it can't be because I can't put 9 at the end. I also can't do 367. So this is either 178 or 268. So there's no 3. So it's 178. So this is an 8 in every form. So 8s go in here. Now, if this is an 8, this couldn't be an 8. And if this is an 8, this couldn't be a 0. So this is not the 8. How is this helping me? Well, I've got a 1-2 pair here. I've got to put 4 over here, but 1 is in one of those, but four is in one of those 3. Do I need to... So what can that be? Because it can't be 1. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, and 3 are fine. Can't be 4, 5. If it was 6, this would be 10 or 2, and that doesn't work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this has to be either a 4 or an 8. If it's a 4, this is a 3, and it can't be a 3. So if it's an 8, this is either 7, 6, or 5, and it can't be 5. So this is actually a 6 or a 7. So maybe I can do the same here. If this is a 4, it's 1, 3. It can't be a 16, so it's either 4 or 8. If it's 8, I could do 1, 7. I can't do 2, 6. I can't do 3, 5. So either way, this is a 1. So there's no 1 here. Whoops, the 2 was still possible. So if there's no 1 here, this wasn't a 4, which I got to. So this is either 2, 6, or... hang on. 3, 5 went away. This is 2, 6. This is weird. So 2 is in here somewhere. This is 1, 3, 7. This is a quad now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 7, 9. But I've got almost no information pointing at them, so it's kind of a useless quad. So this can't be a 4, so it's an 8. Because, again, oh, hang on, 16. I eliminated 16 from here. Why did I eliminate 16 from there? I did the same here. because 16 is only 7, 9. And I couldn't do 7, 9 here because there's a 7, and I couldn't do 7, 9 there because it would break that. So I did it wrong, but I was right. But this, however, can't be 4, could be 8, but it could be 7, 9. Now, if it's 8, I can't do 1, 7. I could do 2, 6. I could do 3, 5. Well, that's not helping me. This one, this could also be 7, 9, or 1, it can't be 1, 3. So this could be 7, 9. And if it's 8, I could do 1, 7. I could do 2, 6. I could do 3. I can't do 3, 5. So this is 1, 2, 7, 6, 7, 9. Okay, what am I missing? There's a 6 in one of those two by Sudoku. Maybe it's this quad. 1, 3, 5, 6. So this is a 1, 6 pair because 1 and 6 are here. So this is 3, 5. And that 3, 5 means that this is the 7. This is the 9. 5 and 9 are 14. So this is a 2. So there's no 2 here. 2 here was part of an 8. So this is not 6. 2 looks up. This is a 1. 1 and 8 is 9. So this has to be a 7, which looks down, making that 9, which actually makes that a 16. There's no 7 here. There's no 9 here. That 9 looks across. That's not a 9. This is not a 7. This is a triple. 1, 2. I could just put in that 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. So this is a pair. I'll do this first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8, 9 pair. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7. And I know the order. That's 7 and that's 4. Really cool. I love these thermo puzzles, but boy, do I find them tricky. This one, of course, has made this 2 and this 1. This is 6 and this is 1. So I've got a quad in this column. 1, 2, 3, 6. So this has to be the 1 in the column. So these are 2, 3, and 6. There's no 2 here. There's no 6 here. So that's a 2, 3 pair. So this becomes the 6, which puts 6 in one of those two because of the 6s looking into the box. This is a quad. 2, 5, 6, 8. So that's a 5 or an 8. Oh, this is a 2, 6 pair because of the 2, 6 here and the 2, 6 here. So this is another 5, 8. So is it time to look at this? Now this could be 1, 3 to get to 4. It can't be 1, 7. It can't be 2, 6. It can't be 3, 5. And it can't be 7, 9. This is 1, 3. Which doesn't seem to have done very much. Oh, it makes this 5 and this 3. But now I've mostly done the thermos apart from some Sudoku in here. but I've got them down to 2 options each. 1, 1, that's a 1 by Sudoku. How am I going for ones? I have done all of the ones. Okay, I have been 1'd. 3 can't be in any of those, so 3 is in one of those two. I'm not sure where to look, because it's Sudoku and I'm terrible at it. 3 is in one of those two. So what's this box? Where does 2 is in? 2 is in one of those two. 3, 4, 5 is in one of those two. 6, 7, 8, 9 is in one of those two, which means. So is that 1, 2? Pardon me. 3, 5. So this is 3 or 5 only. So is it this column? 2, 3, 5, and 6. So this is 2 or 6. So these are from 2, 6, 8, 9 in the row. This is not 2 or 6. So that gives me an 8, 9 pair. This is not 8 or 9. This is a 2 or 6, which gives me a 2, 6 in the column. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. There's no 7 or 8 there because of the row. There's no 9 there. Oh, pardon me. Okay. So it could be something along the lines of, if this is a 3, this is a 5. Or something like that is going to do something. Or if this is this is a 2, 6. But if this is 3, this is a 5. This is a 2, this is a 6. Oh, that's not going to work. This can't be 2, 6. If this is 2, 6, what's that? Because this has to be in the same order. This has to be... This is a Thermo. That's 2, that's 6. So this is 3, this is 5, and they're all done. That has been there for so long. And I missed it. Okay, so that 3 looks up making that 2. This is not 2. Now, what I can do with that, of course, is this is a 7, 8 pair. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, these are 2 and 4. That 2 makes that 4 and that 2, which makes this 6, which means this is 2 and this is 6. What else did I get out of that? Not sure. So this is now the only place for 3 in the box. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's already a 3 in the box. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. 2, 6, and 8. There's no 2, 6 there. That's the 8. This is a 2, 6 looking up. So this has to be a 3 or a 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Nope. No, no, no. 5 looking up. Man, I'm doing badly. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8. So this is a 5 and this is a 9. There you go. So that 5 makes this 8. This is a pair now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this can't be the 3. So that's the 7. That's the 3. This is not the 3. Now, what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, and 9. There's no 5 there. Okay, this 8 looks down, making that 9. So there's no 9 there. But that's not a 9 now. So this is 4 or 5. This 2 made this 6 and this 2. The 8 means there's no 8 there. There's no 8 there. I'm worried I've made a mistake. Oh, this 9 makes this 8, which makes this 7, which makes this 9. The 7 makes this 8, which makes this 9, which makes this 8. The 9 makes this 5, which makes this 4, which makes this 9. The 5 looks down, making this 7, and now, of course, I'm done, because this is a 4, 5, and this 5 will resolve it. This is the 4, this is the 5, and that is binary thermos bidirectionary. Yeah, I definitely struggled with some of this original killer math. I mean, I'm quite experienced at some of the killer geometry logic and everything now, but I just, I'm bad at the numbers. Like, what are the possible candidates for particularly bigger cages? I'm a little bit better at the smaller ones, but having to wrap my head around these thermos are cages, and therefore, what are the options that can go into a particular cell along a thermo? Yeah, I enjoy finding the logic much more than I do turning around and going, hang on, so the options would be blah, therefore this. Me using the calculator, I find more fun. And the whole point of puzzles is fun. And I know a lot of people go, that's cheating. If having fun is cheating, and who am I hurting? Like, if this was like a competition, sure, that would be cheating. The only person I'm competing against is me. And it's not as if I'm now turning around on the internet and going, and I did this purely. No, I'm telling you what I'm doing. So yeah, it's this is the way I enjoy solving puzzles. And if you don't want to solve it this way, don't. And if you do, then there are tools available. The earliest post on my Patreon, which is a free post, is a link to the spreadsheet I use, where you can just make a copy for yourself and use the spreadsheet I use. Though, as I say, I do use it less, only when the Sven's killer calculator doesn't work. That was a lot of fun, Directionary. Thank you for that one. I really enjoyed it. So thank you everyone for watching. As I said, I'm working really hard and I'm getting some help now. So thank you to try and continue to bring content. As I said, I've had to reduce my hours at work, and that's not for the channel. This is my recreation time doing this for you all. Yeah, we'll just have to see how everything goes. So thank you everyone for watching. I really do appreciate the sense of community it all brings me. And as always, good luck with your solving.